explained. If you are here for the first time, please consider subscribing to this channel. Also, hit the notification bell so that whenever you upload a new video, you are notified. In today's video, we'll be talking about East African Crude Oil Pipeline Eacop project, which is being done in Uganda and Tanzania. As per latest reports, the project is now 60% complete. The East African Crude Oil Pipeline, which is known as Eacop project, is an extensive 1,443 kilometers transboundary infrastructure project linking Hoima in western Uganda to Chongoleani in the coast of Tanga in Tanzania. The project has reached a significant development milestone, with officials confirming that it is now 60% complete. This progress was announced during an inspection visit by the Board of Directors from the Energy and Water Utilities Regulatory Authority, EWURA of Tanzania, to the pipeline's Chongoleani section in Tanga's region. Eacop project is designed to transport crude oil from Uganda oil fields in western part of that country. These oil fields are located in that region to the international market through Tanzania Indian Ocean coast. Upon completion, it will be the longest heated crude oil pipeline in the world. Tanzania, through its national agency, the Tanzania Petroleum Development Corporation, holds 15% equity stake in this project, and this underscores the Tanzanian government's strategic involvement in it. Uganda government is has a shareholding of similar capacity, and also the Chinese company and Total Energies. EWURA plays a critical oversight role in the project, with the mandate to monitor compliance with the national regulations and to ensure alignment with sustainability principles, as well as protect public interest. According to the engineer Ngosi Mwihava, who chairs the EWURA Energies Committee, the authority is committed to ensuring that the project execution remains within both regulatory frameworks and development expectations. Let's talk about the labor, local content, and socio-economic engagement in this project. As of the last update, the Eacop project has created employment for over 6,000 people, of whom 70% are residents from communities along the pipeline route. This level of local participation is a tangible indicator of inclusion in this project. Moreover, it highlights the project's alignment with national content policies, which prioritize the engagement of Tanzanian enterprises and labor in major infrastructure investment. A growing number of Tanzania suppliers and service providers have also registered with EWURA supplies database. This registration system acts as a gateway to procurement opportunities, enabling local businesses to offer goods and services within the Eacop project construction and future operation phases. So what are the indicators of progress and impact? This is an aspect of monitoring and evaluation. From a monitoring and evaluation perspective, the project demonstrates several verifiable metrics of progress. There is physical implementation, which you have said is at now 60% being complete. So this figure would typically be validated through site level engineering reports, third-party inspection, as well as regulatory audit. There is the labor metric. There's employment of 6,000 plus individuals, and 70% of them being local. They offer a quantifiable measure of the project's labor, direct labor impact. A disaggregated analysis in terms of gender, skill level, location would further refine understanding of the project inclusivity. This information is not yet available in public. Supply chain participation. The registration of Tanzania farms with EWURA database is a proxy indicator of economic spillover. Future metrics should track how many of these suppliers convert registration into contracts, including contract volume as well as sectoral distribution in terms of construction, logistics, and catering. There is also the aspect of regional economic activity. Officials have noted a visible uptick in local commerce around Tanga. Measuring this reliability requires baseline follow-up economic assessments, ideally comparing business license registrations, informal sector activity, as well as changes in the regional GDP contribution. There's also the aspect of technology and skill transfer. The stated aim of facilitated knowledge transfer and capacity building should be monitored through training programs records, certification issuance, as well as eventual workforce retention and post-construction. So this only through measuring these metrics and also ensuring that this data is available that we can say for sure that this project is making some impact from that perspective. So let's look at economic and social impact assessment of this project. Eacop project impact spans both macro and microeconomic dimensions. From a macroeconomic perspective, Tanzania stands to gain, and even Uganda in this case, from transfer fees, operational employment, and potential investment in ancillary infrastructure such as road, power, logistic hubs, among others. The 15% equity stake that Tanzania holds through TPDC, this will ensure that gets revenue shares once oil begins flowing. So that's a plus for Tanzania. And even when you look at from from Uganda perspective, this macroeconomic dimension, local employment and procurement are already evident, as we have seen from monitoring and evaluation perspective. However, long-term impact will depend on whether the short-term roles transition into sustained economic participation, particularly in pipeline operation, maintenance, and local enterprise development. So in terms of social impact, engagement of local communities and mitigation of dust, those who are displaced, if any, and we know they are there, remain key areas for scrutiny. Although not addressed directly in this current update, proper social impact monitoring would involve green finances, redress mechanism, resettlement audits, if applicable, as well as community perception survey. Although we have some reservation as far as some of these aspects are concerned, current reports indicate that this has gone well, but that information is yet to be verified. In summary, we can say that Eacop project, now 60% complete, is now entering a very critical stage where not only physical construction but also economic and social performance indicators must be systematically monitored. Evidence thus far indicates progress in labor absorption, local content engagement, among other aspects. However, rigorous monitoring framework must continue, assessing how deeply and sustainably these benefits are felt, especially at community and regional economic levels. Long-term economic transformation will hinge not just on infrastructure delivery, but on post-construction integration, local capacity building, and equitable revenue distribution. So thank you for reaching this far. If it's your first time here, you can subscribe to this channel. Also, share your views about the progress of this important project in East Africa, the East African crude oil pipeline, and also you can like and share. So thank you, and let's meet in the next video. Thank you.